Welcome to Easy Education on Special Relativity. So in this lecture series we will discuss on Introduction to Special Relativity, Frames of Reference and Postulates of Special Relativity. So let's begin with Introduction to Special Relativity. All motion is relative. A passenger moves relative to an airplane. The airplane moves relative to Earth. The Earth moves relative to the Sun. The Sun moves relative to the galaxy of stars. The speed of light in free space is the same for all observers. So it is a very interesting property and we will prove it with an experiment. We must analyze the process of measurement when motion is involved. For example, when we measure the moving airplane from the ground, we find it to be shorter than it is to somebody in the airplane itself. So as can be seen in the figure, in the left side we have a flying airplane and as can be seen it is looking shorter to us. But if we take a look into the right side, the airplane is relatively larger. So it was about introduction to special relativity. So let's jump into frames of reference. Whenever the position of an object is changing, we call it as a motion. For example, in this video, we can see moving cars. So their position is constantly changing. We always describe motion with respect to a frame of reference. So for example, here from the frame of a moving train, we see the fields, the plants, they are moving. But from the frame of ground, they will seem to be stationary. An inertial frame of reference is the one in which Newton's first law of motion holds. So what is Newton's first law of motion? An object at rest remains at rest. An object in motion continues to move at constant velocity. Any frame of reference that moves at constant velocity relative to an inertial frame is itself an inertial frame. There is no such thing as absolute motion, no universal frame of reference that can be used everywhere. So it was about frames of reference. So now let's jump into the next topic, that is postulates of special relativity. So special relativity, which is what Einstein published in 1905, treats problems that involve inertial frames of reference. So we have two postulates. The first postulate is also known as principle of relativity. So it states that the laws of physics are the same in all inertial frames of reference. Second postulate states that the speed of light in free space has the same value in all inertial frames of reference. So let's prove it with an experiment. So let us consider a lamp and a spacecraft, a part of the figure. So the lamp is emitting a light which is traveling at a speed of 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, and we have one spacecraft which is moving at a speed of 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So in the B part of the figure, we are independently measuring the speed of light from the ground. So from the ground, we found the speed of light to be 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Now we have one person who is sitting in the spacecraft. So the spacecraft is moving with a speed of 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So if that person looks into the light and measures the speed of the light, so logically it should be 3 minus 2, that is 1 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, because both the spacecraft and light are traveling the same direction. So according to the concept of relative velocity, the speed should be 1 into 10 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. But interestingly, the speed of light measured by the person is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So with this experiment, we can conclude that regardless of the speed of the frame of reference, whatever the speed of the frame of reference may be, the speed of light will always be 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So speed of light is a universal constant. So that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So interestingly, time intervals and lengths are relative quantities, but the speed of light in free space is the same for all observers. Time intervals and lengths adjust itself to keep speed of light same. At higher speeds, Newtonian mechanics fails and must be replaced by the relativistic version.